leaving nicely clear Soldier and Milan. From the enabler into second, show your appreciation from a mile back. Then One Big Genius, Argento Boys, Say Deschamps, One Big Bang, coming to the final fence in the Boys Sports Irish Grand National of 2026. Soldier and Milan is clear over the last. There's no catching Soldier and Milan. And Dunamila, they're running away with the Grand National. Soldier and Milan by a streak. Soldier and Milan and Dunamila for Emmett Mullins. A magical day for them and Paul Byrne. Show your appreciation. Second, the enabler. Third, the Argento Boy. One Big Genius. Better days ahead. One Big Bang. And then Say Deschamps. Others to complete. We're Mahagud and Born Braver.
Soldier in Milan has bolted up in the Irish Grand National. Hugely backed, very popular in the market, and he's given his backers absolutely nothing to worry about in a race like that, Meg.
Yeah, I mean, he was given a really good ride here. Dunamila just popped him out handy the whole way, got him into a good rhythm, stayed out of any trouble, and to be honest with you, he's been pretty foot perfect throughout, and he obviously felt this horse would really stay because he committed turning into home. He was happy to sail on and really stretch his rivals, which he has done. But look, with these connections, when he's there supported in the market, when you can feel like there's been a big aim, you've got to give it respect. I mean, he's been well backed into favouritism here, and he has made mockery of his rivals.
I thought Kisswell was coming in.
Yeah. But then this horse had beaten Kisswell previously, and it's his 5th start over fences, Rishi. He's a 7-year-old, lightly raced. It's only his 6th run ever on a race course. Paul Byrne, who owns this horse, is a very shrewd operator. The man who trains him, Emmett Mullins, is a little bit of a genius, and
has trained obviously the winner of the National as well.
But they have orchestrated a plan and they have pulled it off in style here. This thing didn't just win, it absolutely bolted up.
And this has been the aim the whole time. I mean, this is really some training performance, really, to have it mapped out, to give him enough runs and experience to then come here in a big field over a marathon trip. I mean, it's an unbelievable performance all round.
He's not actually qualified, I think, to run in an English Grand National. He hasn't had enough runs over fences. But I would think that's where his main aim will be, if not loftier aims. But it's interesting, putting the tongue tie on him today, and the way they rode him very forward. They obviously had worked out that's the way to go in this race. You need to be up there in the van.
Well, we often think of a race like this being extremely competitive, lots of horses in with chances, but they went fast early on, Fitzy, and then slowed it down.
Yeah, but that's what happens, Rish, because it's such a big field. Nobody seems in much of a rush. You can see where he is here. He's in 2nd place, and he's able to dictate where he goes.
Jukebox
really
man,
bad
horrible
mistake
there.
The jukebox kid, whatever it is about the ditches in Ireland, he didn't like them. He made several mistakes all at the ditches, which that was the end of his race there. But I think really good performance as well. The JP McManus owned horse, Show Your Appreciation, has done really well. Good second.
All right. Well, here comes Soldier Milan back into the... You're just looking at the crowd there. It's so lovely to see, just how popular this race remains on the Irish sporting calendar, not just the racing calendar.
Oh, huge. It's a big deal, and it'll lead the news tonight. And that young man there, Emmett Mullins, is he's a bit of a genius.
And I think we can hear from Emmett Mullins, who's with Sally Ann.
We'll grab Emmett Mullins, who's hiding away from all the cameras and all the commotion over here. Emmett, you must be delighted. That was such an impressive performance.
Hugely, yeah. So it was planned well thought out in the end, and no, it's been a brilliant result. Huge to get this race.
Did you ever think he was going to win like that?
No, I would never say as easily as that, but no, it was just unbelievable.
First an Aintree winner and now an Irish National winner. Well done, Emmett.
I mean, OK, he's won off the rating he has today, but given the fact that it was only his 5th run over fences, we could see him competing in much better company in time to come.
Yeah, like he'll get a fair old whack for this. Like he'll probably be a 150 horse after this.
Yep.
That puts him with, having to mix it with the big boys in races like the Charlie Hall and, even the Irish Gold Cup next year. But I would think the word national will feature heavily in his career.
Yeah, I was just thinking back. I mean, Emmett Mullins, obviously a shrewd trainer, and Paul Byrne has had some good horses along the way as well. But did these guys not partner up previously with the likes of Noble Yates? He then obviously got sold on to the Whaley Cohens. Whether this horse would end up being in new colours going further down the line, I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah, of course, he's had so much success. And you mentioned Noble Yates, who, of course, Noble Yates won a Grand National at Aintree before he then became a sort of Gold Cup horse after that. And this horse could have some very lofty targets in time to come. But I agree with you, Fitzy. It is very feasible that it's the Grand National at Aintree next year.
Time.
OK, let's head back to Sally Ann. She's waiting for us at Fairyhouse.
We're just walking with Donagh Myler as he weighs in after winning the Irish Grand National, getting all the congratulations, absorbing it all as he walks along. And here, Leighton Aspel knows something about winning a Grand National. Appropriate, Leighton, for you to be weighing in, Donagh, after winning his Irish Grand National. Once we get the OK. All good? You can talk to us again now, Donagh.
Give us everything. Well done, mate.
Slippers Madden also knows something about winning a Grand National. It's a little collection of Grand National winning jockeys. Donagh, what does that feel like?
Unbelievable, Sally Ann. Class and just speechless.
It doesn't feel that long ago since we talked to you this morning about it.
No. Look, he travelled, jumped, done everything right throughout the race. I was landed in front 5 out, and I could just hear a little voice in the side of my ear, Emmett, saying, "What are you doing there?" But look, he travelled, jumped, done everything unbelievable, and yeah, it's class.
And can you believe this is only his 5th run over fences? He just was so professional in a 30-runner race like that.
Yeah, he was out the gate good and sharp, and he just got into a lovely rhythm, and hopefully sky's the limit.
And just a word about Paul Byrne, who owns the horse, who said this is his first ever runner in the race. He said he'd never have one until he had one good enough to win it. And Emmett Mullins, who, as we said, the shrewdest trainer in Ireland.
Yeah, definitely they combine well with each other. A shrewd trainer and definitely a shrewd owner. So here's to many more, please God.
And you're the lucky one on board.
Thanks very much, Sally Ann.
Well done, Donagh. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
Well, it is understandable. The smile will not leave his face for some time, isn't it, Fitzy? But you're talking about someone, I think he's 30 years old now, Donagh Myler. I mean, he has really established himself. This relationship with Emmett Mullins is suiting him down to the ground.
He's got a great temperament and a good big race jockey, and he's not one that leaves anything behind him. You know, he's always learning. It was really interesting. He walked around the cross-country course and he was chatting to me afterwards. And, you could see him. He said, "I'm going to go home now and I'm going to watch a couple of the replays from last year." Because, he's a man who, it's not by chance. Yeah. He's worked hard at it. He's built up good relationships and he's building on them.
And Meg, a word from you on the performance of the horse, because as much as we talk about trainer and jockey, what the horse has done today for a horse so inexperienced is something special.
Yeah, for sure. And as I mentioned, that bumper form from Punchestown last year has worked out incredibly well. So clearly he's very talented. But to put it all together, to jump so well, to handle the big field and to travel and stay, he's had it all today. He's put it all in, and it was a really pretty well foot perfect performance.
It was foot perfect from a horse who I'm sure we'll be hearing a lot more of.